Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you again. I know it's been a while since we've connected on this platform, and we've been going through a transitional stage as a family. And I'm not going to get into detail, but as you can see, I'm in a new environment. And when I'm not in nature, I'll be in this space. And I hope it's aesthetically pleasing to you because I put some thought behind the design, and hopefully it's pleasing to you, and it's a nice space for us to connect. And I want to set this space apart for upward mobility, motivation, inspiration, encouragement, and self-development, because I feel like that's God's purpose for my life, is to empower and to encourage and to help propel and confirm something that you may be thinking about and say, man, should I do it? And I want to be that wind in your sail. I want to be that person that you scroll on YouTube and you stop and say, I want to hear what this guy's got to say. And it's exactly what you needed to hear. Now, I've been running into some people lately that have been using their past as an excuse, as an anchor, as something that is making them stuck and holding them back from their potential, or holding them back from the life they feel they deserve. You know, if it wasn't for my past and my upbringing and what I've been through, I'd be a lot further along in life. I want to dispel that notion. I want to dismantle that way of thinking. And today, I want to talk about the advantage of struggle, because we've all struggled. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And a lot of times people are ashamed of their past and try to bury it. But what they don't realize is that they're burying the very thing that can propel them to the next level in their life. You see, you have value in your past. And regardless of what that past looked like, regardless of what you went through, no matter how dark and depressing and lonely it was, you have jewels within the muck and the mire of your past that you could extract and use to catapult you into a life that you deserve. Now, I'm not into motivation, although I think it's necessary and I think it has its place, but it's a short-lived piece of forward mobility, right? Because motivation comes and goes. There's going to be times when you get up and you're motivated to do something, and there's going to be times where you get up and you wish you went back to bed. And that's where discipline comes in. But that's another whole video. So I want to talk to you about the hidden advantage of struggle. Now, what am I talking about here? Well, I want to draw an analogy for you. This analogy involves a gold miner. When a gold miner sees a mountain, he doesn't see an obstacle. He sees value. When a gold miner sees a river, he doesn't see an obstacle. He sees value because he knows that gold settles there. Yes, that's right. I remember hearing a story about a shoe company that sent out two delegates to this rural part of the world and said, I want you to scope out the land, scope out the people, and come back and tell us if it's worth putting a shoe plant there so we can start selling our product. They wanted to expand their operations. And so two guys went out, they came back, they seen the exact same thing, but had two different reports. The first guy said, we're wasting our time out there. The people don't even wear shoes. We need to look elsewhere. The second guy came back and said, they don't even wear shoes out there. We could be the first ones to introduce them to shoes. We could sew up the whole market. Same reality, different perspective. And that's my challenge to you. My challenge is to look at your past and change your perspective. Look at it as that river that the gold miner sees value in. Look at it like that mountain that gold miner sees value in. Because there's value in your past. You don't have to bury it. You don't have to try to be ashamed of it. You can look at it, recognize it for what it is. And nobody's taking away the pain and the tears and the dark spaces that you came out of. Nobody's trying to take that away. What we're trying to do is extract the gold that's hidden within. Because we could all sit back and talk about how hard it was and how nobody understands and have a pity party and stay stuck in the same miserable pit with everybody else. But not me. Not me. And I want to help empower you to get you out of that pit. Maybe you're in that pit now where you blame your past, the way you were raised, your addiction, incarceration, whatever it was. There's jewels there, and you just got to find it. You see, the fact is, you're not stuck because of your past. You're stuck because you see no value in it. Because you have value in the past. In everything you went through, and everything people did to you. You have to understand that it's how you respond is more important than what happened. And I know you've heard this before. I'm not bringing some revolutionary ideas to the forefront. This has been here the whole time. Nobody builds resilience from comfort. Nobody develops grit from easy wins. The things you went through gave you pain tolerance, awareness, perspective that most people never develop. In short, you got that dog in you, that tenacity, that bulldog grip that once you hold on to something, once you set your sights on something, you're not going to let it go until it becomes yours. Those are the people I'm reaching out to, man. Those of you that look around and say, man, I'm tired of this. I want more. I know there's more for my life. I know God has something more for me. But I feel like my past is a hurdle I just can't get over. You got to use that past to overcome the obstacles you see in front of you. Now, this isn't a new idea, like I mentioned, man. It's been here the whole time, bro. People just don't know what it requires. Let me get readjusted here. Now, I want you to look at Christ, the Christ, not the polished version you see hanging up in kitchens and churches. I'm talking about the real Christ, the one who knelt in the Garden of Gethsemane, sweated drops of blood, betrayed by his closest friends, abandoned, publicly humiliated, stripped and beaten, and was forced to carry the very instrument that was going to kill him. And instead of avoiding it, he walked toward it. It didn't feel good. He didn't want it, but he did it because it served a purpose. See, the cross wasn't an obstacle. It wasn't some road bump in the map of his life. That was the destination. That was the gateway to his promise. That was the crescendo of his life. And you see, what if the pain you went through wasn't something to stop you, wasn't a mountain or a river, but that was the very thing that was going to catapult you into the next phase of your life? What if that was the very thing that was going to shape you into the human being that God destined for you to be? You see, the cross wasn't something that just got in the way. It was the assignment. The suffering wasn't a separate outcome. It was the path to it. Now, the same principle applies to you and me. Your past doesn't disqualify you. It qualifies you. It armed you with the tenacity, with the resilience, with the resourcefulness, with the patience, with the endurance, all the characteristics and attributes that everybody desires, but doesn't want to go through the fire to get them. And maybe that fire, maybe that pit was forced upon you as a young person, or maybe you self-sabotaged as a young adult because you didn't know no better. Regardless of how those characteristics got there, it's wired in your DNA. It's wired in you. You have that mental toughness. I was reading this. Actually, I was watching YouTube, and this entrepreneur and author named Jesse Itzler. He hired a Navy SEAL, David Goggins, to come and live with him for a full month to develop mental toughness. Now, I don't know Jesse. He may be tough. I'm sure you have to have some toughness when it comes to being an entrepreneur. When it comes to being an entrepreneur and taking those risks and being one of those sharks in that bloody infested water of business. He has to have that determination and grit, but for whatever reason, he decided that he needed to build mental toughness. And so he hired a Navy SEAL to come stay with him. Guess what? You don't need a Navy SEAL to come and stay with you. You already have that mental toughness built in you because of your past. See, your past isn't a stain on your personhood. It's the very thing that's going to catapult you, that's going to propel you, that's going to launch you into the life that God has for you. So don't bury your past, man. Don't try to sanitize it. Own it, accept it, acknowledge it. Yeah, I went through some things that would have killed the ordinary person, some things that would have folded someone else, but I'm still here. I'm still here, man, and I still got some fight in me. Yeah, I took some L's in the past. I've taken some L's in the past, but I'm changed now. I recognize my strengths. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm willing to endure. I know what I can endure. Muhammad Ali, when he was prepared to fight George Foreman, he in the press conference, he was trying to communicate to the media that he was a changed fighter now. Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, Muhammad Ali was talking to the media, and he was talking about how he's a changed fighter now. He said something to the effect of, I've been knocked down. I've got my jaw broke. I'm a champion now. He was saying that he was a seasoned vet because he went through some turmoil. He had some tumultuous things happen in his life. And he's not some naive young kid fresh out of the Olympics, that he was a seasoned veteran now, that he was a different fighter. And I challenge you, man, stop trying to rewrite your past and sanitize it. Those mistakes, that pain, that's your mountain. That's your river. And you just got to mine the gold out of those experiences, man. No one cares about your past. We all have a past. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive here, but I'm telling you, we all have a past and no one cares. They only care about what you build from it, the person you became because of it. That's my video for the day, man. I hope you find a little encouragement and some motivation. And we'll get into some better things. We'll get into some different things as time goes on, but I hope you have a blessed day. Bless your family. And stay encouraged, man. Until the next one.
Thank you for joining us. We hope today's episode has sparked your curiosity and offered you new insights into the human experience. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider subscribing and sharing it with others who might find value in our content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment and a thumbs up. Until next time, keep exploring, reflecting, and finding meaning in your own unique journey. Safe travels, and we'll see you on the next episode.